Audible? Good morning, leaders. Am I audible?
Morning, leader. Yes, you are.
Okay. I'll just wait for you then, and we can start. All right. I'm just gonna share on the secrets that I've learned that called to be ancient to personal world, and I've learned this through a book that I read. I bought this book, um, I think in 2021, and only got to read it actually this year. So there's that we all go through. You buy a book and then you just pack it there. Okay, so it's a book about finances and how you can manage finances. We all know that finances is one of the areas where a lot of us really lack and are not strong in. So we are gonna go to there are seven maybe leader can move. There are seven cures that 7 cures for a lean press that the book talks about. All right. So it the first cure is, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the first cure is you start thy purse to fattening. It's literally just saying that how do you start increasing your income? Yeah. And then the most common um, phrase that they use in the book is, they say, in especially under this uh, this method, is a part of what I earn is mine to keep. So literally saying that every money that you earn, a part of it you must keep, like you must save it. All right. You know, everybody has an advantage to succeed because you are working, because you are earning. So it's not about how much you earn. It's not about or how long you've been working. Yeah, as long as you are working and you are earning, then you have a potential to succeed. So you need to use your current source of income. That current source of income will take you to where you actually want to be. Let's take an example of a basket of, say, you are a poultry farmer, and then you sell eggs. Sorry, you sell eggs. Yeah. So every morning, as you go to your chicken shed, you collect 10 eggs. As you collect these 10 eggs, you take one egg from it. Every evening, you put it aside. Yeah. What will eventually happen to the eggs that you're putting aside every evening? They will definitely increase, right? So the same with our incomes. You earn, say, $100, and then you put aside 10% of that, and that is $10. Yeah. Every month that you earn, that you get paid, you put aside the $10, and as it goes on, that money will increase. Your savings will increase. So literally, what we are saying here is that save 10% of your income. All right. So you will also notice that as you are earning, because we have that thing of, okay, we have a budget. Yeah, we have a budget, but then it's like the money that we're earning is not even enough to cater for everything that we have. But then when you really look at it, when you start saving, you come to realize that we are still managing without that 10% that you are putting aside. So literally the law of attraction applies here, right? The more that you save, the more easily money will be available to you. Like you attract more money as you are keeping money. You understand? Yeah, then we'll go to the second one. The second one is control thy expenditures. All right. Okay, this book is over 50 years old. So this is the kind of English they use. And I try to also use the same English of thy and they and yeah. Okay, so control thy expenditures. This is just literally saying you need to determine what your needs are. You need to look at what your desires are. Where are you spending your money? Are you spending your money on simple desires, or you are really spending them on your needs? So you cannot confuse your necessary expenses with desires. You need to really set them apart. Okay. Here you're saying that even the richest men cannot satisfy all their desires because let's face it, we are limited by time. We are limited by what we can really do, the energy that we can put in. You can't really do everything that you want to do. Like every desire, you can't fulfill it even if you had all the money in the world. So we just need to be realistic and actually just focus on our needs. Yeah. And then separate them from our desires if we really want to succeed in this area of our life, right? So you need to learn to live within your means. You need to learn to live within your means. If you are earning $100 and then you are living like somebody that is earning a 500, then all you're doing is just bringing misery to yourself. Okay, so also always budget. You need to budget your necessary expenses. And always remember that you cannot touch your 10% of savings. That one is a must. You cannot touch it, right? You have to keep working on your budget and then adjust it accordingly as you go. We can move on, my leader. The third one is make thy gold multiply, right? Here it's saying that wealth is not in the coin a man carries, it is in the income that he buildeth. So that is where your wealth is. It's not in the amount of money that is in your bank account, really. It's in the income that you are building, the money that comes in that keeps growing, that keeps going up, right? So now that you have created now a saving habit, right? It's increasing, it's fattening, your wallet is fattening. So then you need to think about ways that you can multiply it. Okay. How can you multiply it? You can look for business opportunities. You can invest it maybe in real estate. You can just find something that you can multiply your gold in, your money in, so that it works for you. All right. Here it's saying that put each coin to laboring, that it may reproduce its kind, even as the flocks of the field, and help bring to thee income, a stream of wealth that shall flow constantly into their purse. So you create a stream of income that is always flowing in, right? That is how you make your gold multiply. Then we go to the fourth one. Okay, the fourth one is guard your treasures from loss. Yeah. There's a saying that goes that misfortune loves a shining mark. So when you're standing out there, misfortune will definitely look for you. So as you have now saved your money is now multiplying. You are trying to invest it in businesses, in businesses and things. You need to see where you are investing it. You need to see if it's safe there. Yeah, and remember to always not invest it all. Okay, first you must secure small amounts, and then you have to learn to protect it. Now, as you master this art of protecting that small amount, then you can increase, you can go into other businesses that obviously you have made research on. Yeah, we are tempted by opportunities like things that, especially as Namibians, that we have gone through. We've gone through things like Tron Grace, and then what all these other pyramid schemes that we've gone through that promise large amounts of money, and all that. You can be tempted when you have that cash savings that you see it sitting there, and then you see this opportunity, you would want to make more. But then we all know that these things that seem too good to be true are really too good to be true, except forever, of course. Yeah, yeah. So we need to remember that the sound principle of an investment is security for the money that you're investing. So make sure that your money is safe where you are putting it. You need to do research. You need to acquaint yourself with the dangers associated with that particular investment, right? So you need to also consult people that have gone before you, people that you've seen doing it. How are they doing it? You need to be mentored, talk to people. Yeah. So these people are always willing to actually give advice. One thing that I've noticed, that people that have gone before us that are doing it better, if you go to them, they will willingly give that advice to you. That one is for sure. So in the book, it talks about a brick maker. This guy invested his money by giving a brick maker money to go and buy for him jewels, like overseas in another country. The guy goes, he buys, he sold jewels, but then not, they were fake jewels. They were just glass. He comes back, then this guy loses his money. You see, so you can't trust somebody that is not in the trade, that you get consultation from, that you get mentoring from. Get somebody that is in the trade, that knows the business, that can actually mentor you, that can actually give you the right advice on how to go about investing your money. Okay, number 5, they make of the dwelling a profitable investment. This is literally, we're just talking about you need to own your home. You need to own the house that you live in. Because let's say, for instance, like in Namibia and in SA, we buy houses on credit, like through the bank, via the bank. Yeah. Here they say that at least the money that you are paying to the bank, your debt is being reduced, and eventually the house will become yours, the property will become yours. Then paying rent every month, that to a property that will never be yours. So it's better to own your own house. So your dwelling must be a profitable investment, in short. So you'll be much happier. You'll be much happier having your own house, your own property. Okay, then we move on to number 6. Number 6 talks about ensuring a future income. Yeah. How do you then ensure that your money keeps flowing in? Because you need to provide for the needs of uh, like your retirement. You need to provide for the needs of your family also, right? So you need to ensure that the money will still come in the future. How do you do this? So you plan a certain investments that may endure safely for many years. So where it also comes in that you need to do research, you need to talk to people that have been there, that have done that and all that. So you can buy houses or lands, invest in real estate and all that. You build flats to rent, or offices, spaces, or things like that, that you can get money in the long run, right? But you can also invest in, there are policies at Old Mutual way, like a savings or investment portfolio, something like that you can also invest, that you put in money and then the interest grows. So that is one of those that you can invest in, that eventually can make you money in the future. All right. So the last one is increase your ability to earn. Yeah. This is really, in a nutshell, just talking about personal development. You need to also work on yourself. You need to cultivate your powers. You need to study and become wiser, because when you are wiser, you know more, you become more skillful. And then the self-respect also rises to yourself. Yeah. So yeah, personal development is important. You develop your skills, you increase your ability to earn. This is how you increase your ability to earn. Okay, move on to the next slide. So this is like a bonus part of just a part that I wanted to add from the book still. It's talking about where your money should go, right? Like just in a pictorial form there. Yeah, that is a chart that is showing where your money should go. So the 1/10, that is the 10% is yours to keep your savings. That's where your money should go. And then the 2/10, should you have debt that you need to pay off? Of course, we all have debt. Maybe there's some that don't, but yeah, you set aside 20% for debt repayments. How do you repay these debts? Maybe you have more than 2 or 3 debts that you need to pay off. You need to make sure that the repayment fits in that 20%. You don't go beyond. You don't go beyond. So you can negotiate with the people that you owe, and then tell them that this is the money that you are gonna be paying, and then eventually you'll be debt free, right? So and then the 70% of your money should now, this is where now everything should come in, your expenses, your investments, your whatever it is that you need to, yeah, that your money can go to. Yeah, but always remember to never touch the savings, only when you are investing it into something that is actually making you money again. So yeah, so we can go to the next slide, but I believe this is the last slide. And yeah, the title of the book is The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a very old book, and the author is George S. Clason. If you would want it, I bought it in a bookshop in Windhoek. For people that are in Namibia, sure, you can get it in any bookshop. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it. There are so many things that you can learn from there. So many parables that the guy makes in terms of making how you can manage your money, right? So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lanna Makanga. Good morning.
Thank you so much, my leader. Let me just stop.